Real E-Leezy, man, was handling with y'all. Good afternoon. Here to report, bro. We just signed, or after JaMychal Green clears the buyout, um, the Warriors intend to sign JaMychal Green. About 6'8", 6'9", forward. He has played about 7, 8 seasons in the NBA. I think like 7 seasons in the NBA, if I'm not mistaken. You know, he's gonna give you toughness. He has the ability to rebound, ability to knock down 3-point shots. So I think he's gonna be perfect for the system. I think he'll mesh well with the other guys, Kevon Looney, and I'm saying our other front court players, Draymond Green, obviously. I think it's a good signing. You know what I'm saying? I think he can potentially, help us right away. Veteran, has been in many playoff battles throughout his years in the league with the Clippers and also Denver, his most recent stint. So I think he's going to be able to provide and be steady and provide that, that veteran leadership, for the young guys like the Patrick Baldwin Juniors and stuff like that. So I think it's a good signing. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, one thing that Bob Myers and the Warriors front office, they're always looking for guys that fit the culture. They're looking for guys that can come in, play within a certain system, and fit within the culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the community, being big in the community, getting along with the other personalities on the team, like that family structured environment that the Warriors have built over the years. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be a huge signing. I think it's a perfect fit for JaMychal Green. I think his skill set is conducive to what we need on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that his personality will fit, with the guys. You know what I'm saying? He's been in many battles with the Warriors as a competitor and an opponent of theirs. So for him to be on the same side now, I think it's going to help his game grow a little. You know what I'm saying? He'll be able to showcase his skill set. Because I followed JaMychal Green when he came out of Alabama, when he was a true freshman at Alabama. I think he might have been a freshman in the SEC freshman of the year, if I'm not mistaken. So I thought he was talented. I thought he should have stayed in school. Obviously, you always think the young guy should always give a couple years of service in college just to, become more experienced so the game can slow down for him. You know what I'm saying? Understand what structure really looks like. Become a better defender and develop their game a little bit more. So I think that's going to be a good signing for them. You know what I'm saying? And we just have to see how everything is going to work. I think that the Warriors are still going to make a couple of more signings. They have to lock up the young guys. They have to lock up those young guys. Jordan Poole, he needs to be locked down. Wiseman needs to be locked down. But this season is a breakout season for James Wiseman. He needs to show that he's ready from a mental standpoint and a physical standpoint, even more so. So I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to work out for him. I think it's going to work out for him. He had a solid outing. He had a solid showing in the summer league. So I thought that was, a good test for him and a good showcase to see where he's at, with his body, with him being comfortable on the court, with him being comfortable with the other young guys on the team, with the Moody's and the Kamingas and players of that nature. So I thought that he had a good showing in the summer league. So the Warriors are they're poised to make another run at this thing, man. When you're the champions, you have to defend your title. They know what it takes, to get there. They know what they have to do. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think they really need another superstar player. I know it's a lot of talk about the Kevin Durant and the Warriors reunion and things like that. Kevin Durant is a phenomenal talent. You know what I'm saying? Generational type player. Um, but I think they had their opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That ship has come. You know what I'm saying? And now that ship has sailed. You feel what I'm saying? And I think it's in everyone's best interest if both of them just move forward. With move forward. I mean, no hard feelings to Kevin Durant. I thought that the years that I'm saying that he played for the Warriors, that he was a tremendous, tremendous talent. I thought that he helped get them back to where they needed to be and get them ultimately over the hump. You feel what I'm saying? But I think that it was a relationship that was a mutual beneficial relationship for both sides. So it worked out for KD. He got 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs out of it. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out for the Warriors. They got another 2 rings. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But I think that with what the Warriors are building right now with their young core, their young guys, and still having the veterans there to be solid, you know what I'm saying, for the young guys, and then being able to rely on the young guys, you know what I'm saying, I think that's big for them. I think the Warriors can continue to win, and improve why they are one of the best teams in the NBA. So I think that their trajectory, they're going upward. You know what I'm saying? I know they took a couple of years off. They battled through injury, uncertainty of the roster and everything. But with the emergence and the development of certain players, we see that, something can really, they have something that they can build on, you know what I'm saying, into the future. You feel what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard to keep everybody because everybody requires to get paid a lot of money. So because they're a talent level, so we're gonna have to see what that looks like in a couple of years though. But it's really all about loyalty. So if the players can be loyal to the organization can be loyal back to the players, then they have a lot to work with. It's a lot of give and take, a lot of compromise. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what those young players, what they see for their future. You know what I'm saying? In their careers, what do you want? Do you want to win? Do you want to seek individual accolades? Um, you know what I'm saying? It's what type of situation do you want to be linked to? Do you want to be involved with as your career progresses? You get what I'm saying? Every player has their own goals in mind, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Some might not be to stay with an organization and win and sacrifice making all-star teams and all NBA first teams and things like that. But I mean, some players just want to be a part of a winning culture. You know what I'm saying? And just win. You feel what I'm saying? And that's more important than all the other individual stuff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. But I think the Warriors are in good shape. They are in good shape moving forward. And I wouldn't tweak or I wouldn't trade our young assets. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you know what I'm saying, to sort of go backwards, in my opinion. But that's just me. So let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And we're going to get this thing back rolling, man. I got to get back. I got to get back. I got to get back to my people, man. You know what I'm saying? Love, live life, man. I love y'all, man. You already know what it is.